So the sit down happens. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Paul Heyman. What's gonna happen? Well, we're gonna talk about it later. But first, my first SmackDown review. So wish me luck. I hope I do well right now. The show started with, it felt like a Vince McMahon segment, like all the SmackDown women standing in a row. Like it was literally the female War Games team came out. Rhea Ripley was like, you know, they have done this to us. Then Bailey was like, she did this to me. Naomi was like, dealt with. And EO was like the typical, oh, she doesn't know English, Japanese girl screaming, yeah. It, not like that, like, yeah, we are going to destroy you and everything. Like, it was so awkward. Naomi was so awkward in her promo. Like, very, very, like, it was like very Vince McMahon segment. Then the heels come out, like, and Liv gotta stop. Like, I know she's supposed to be a heel, but she does that laugh like with the the back of her throat, like she adds that. Like it irks me so much. It irks me so much. Like Naya was pretty good. Like when she said you freaking idiots and everything. Like they put good points. Like you all have done much worse things to each other than we ever did. But one thing where, there's no logic is that, Dominic literally cost you the Crown Jewel Championship. So, what happened to that? Naya. And then it was like, I like Candice standing there, like, with her with a hand like this because she's a pixie, and it was it's cute. What was Tiffany wearing? Like was she looked like she was like like Lacey Evans but without the hat, and like she was going to bake a cake or something like that. Like, and then they brawled and everything, and it was fine. But I like that from the past few weeks, like because of the Jade attack, Bailey coming in, they have some story elements in the feud, which was a very haphazard put together feud for the War Games match, probably in women's War Games history. Then moving forward, then moving forward, you know, Shinsuke, Shinsuke versus Andrade. I really like that match. The Andrade doesn't get a reaction on his entrance, which is really bad. Like, I don't like that. I don't know what else he has to do to get a reaction, but you know, Andrade doing Andrade things finally got the crowd into the match. Shinsuke actually looked good in like two sequences. Like the first where he tried to roundhouse kick him, missed him. Andrade was doing the fake out elbow, but uh, Shinsuke got him with that, but he still hit him with that. And I think the finish, on Twitter, people were like, he cheated and all, but the commentators were nice. They put the context that maybe he was trying to get up and inadvertently the turnbuckle came off, but he he really didn't do it inadvertently. He did it by purpose, and I like the finish. The Kinshasa to the back of the neck. I mean, I mean, LA interfered. Was he like chewing some mist, you know, some kind of mist, uh, what do you call that? I don't know, some mist medicine or something like that. Because when they slow mode, like he had a lot of it in his mouth, and like when LA interfered, he was like he just shimmied and like LA's whole face and shoulders was full of the mist, and Shinsuke just walked out of there. I think it was really good. I think it put over Shinsuke, but again, this was like If it was a normal feud, it is like a second week, third week thing that have second week thing that happens. A person has returned, he has a match. The babyface comes for the attack, but he doesn't. The heel gets the comeuppance, but now they suddenly have a match at Survivor Series. So I don't know. I still don't know. Like whatever the way they go this Sunday, like it's not going to land well with any, be it a Shinsuke, be it a LA Knight fan, be it anyone. It's not gonna land. Now going forward, we had Nick Aldis informing everyone, the OG, the new bloodline, that they have to stay out. And everyone was normal in this segment. I think the Triple H is playing with us. He purposefully told Tangaloa to overreact, because everyone was like, yeah, you got this. And but Tangaloa was extra, like he was like, yeah, you got this, like, come on, man. You're doing this on purpose now. You're doing this on purpose now. Then moving forward, I really liked. I really, really, really liked the Kevin Owens promo. I think first thing that it did was kind of like remind the WWE fans, which who are just starting to realize that the past matters. That it's not like weekly people just change. Like he brought up the things that back in 2021, like be it in January, like Roman Reigns threw me off, like like what was that segment? Like the bloodline threw him off like the rafters or something, and then at the same time he at the Royal Rumble 2021 he drove him, he hit him with a cart and everything. Then in 2023 Royal Rumble, where Sami Zayn and him both were hit by the bloodline, because Sami Zayn turned on Roman Reigns and everything. And I think it. And one more thing that Kevin Owens didn't mention one anything about Sami Zayn. So that thing is going to be really big in the future, I feel, and it's going to be awesome. I think the probable WrestleMania program is going to be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and in my opinion, it should be an unsanctioned match. That would be great. And also like this type of things, reminding people, showing them video packages, you know may kind of like have the casual fans, yeah, maybe I should go watch that thing that happened in 2021. Like it's good for the business also for them, so it's good. They should do this more with feuds which has the history element to it, uh, going forward as well. And then we had Cody versus Mello, which I have to say, like, you see, whenever they get a chance, they put Mello in something important. Be it his debut week, he was the number one draft pick, he faced Cody in April. Then, when they had the chance, they put him in the United States Championship scene. When AJ Styles came back, Carmelo was the first heel that confronted him. Even here, Cody with his promo last week, was very angry, and they had to show that he was kind of losing it a bit, and they chose Carmelo. So I think they're just waiting. They are just waiting for the right time to push Carmelo Hayes. I don't think they see Andrade as that. They see Andrade as in the category that he can, you know we may get a sharp ratings drop. You go there, have a good match, hold the ratings steady. We can use you to get other people over, make other people look good. But I think they see a star in Carmelo, and he is a star, man. Like, just everything he does is so smooth, so smooth in the ring. His mic skills are a little bit iffy, but overall, like, he's he's him. He's him, according to me. And Cody gave him a lot in this match. Like, Melo had a promo before the match saying that Cody betrays his enemies, he stabs them in the heart instead of the back and everything. And then, he gave him a lot of offense. Like, they had callbacks to their match from April. Like, Carmelo didn't make the mistakes that he did the first week in April when he faced Cody for the first time. So it was really good. He gave him a lot, and in the end, that sell by Carmelo on that disaster kick and and the and the Cody cutter and the crossroads. Like, please don't sell that good. You know what happened to Dolph, right? You know what Vince did when he saw that he sells so well. And after the match, Cody kind of acknowledged him also that yeah, okay, like you did well, and it, and that sell also showed that Cody is more vicious. It put over more of his vicious side, and we had the and we had the then we had the sit down that everyone was waiting for. I mean, it was kind of weird for the first half, I'll say. It felt like some kind of YouTube parody reel or something, that where they're kind of parodying mafia sit downs, like where things just go from 1 to 1,000, and it felt like that for the first half of it. Like, it was just moving too fast. And also that CM Punk's energy was a little weird. Like, he said the same thing just 3 times, that he was there for Paul, he was there for Paul, he was there for Paul. It would have been better if he put more intensity as he was repeating the same line, but he had the same energy all the time. And I really liked like how you know Punk was kind of egging on, like when Paul said that since the night after WrestleMania, SmackDown after WrestleMania Solo has the upper hand, and CM Punk just quipped and said yeah, and Roman Reigns' face was like shut the frick up, bitch. Like, I really like that. And the the best was that from the middle to the end, it was really good. Like, the like when when Paul said that, Punk, you can't refuse too, because then Solo will come after you too. Not just because you're helping us, because you're a threat to them. And I think that was a really good part. And he also, and I think Punk's are wise man, and Punk saying that you don't owe me a favor, Roman. The wise man owes me a favor. That was really good. Like you can see when Roman asks him, Paul Heyman, you you like his expressions. Paul Heyman was kind of like a little bit mischievous at first, but then he calmed down, and then Roman was like, I know there's something going on. I know there's something going on with you. And he was like staring him, and Paul was like, oh, I don't know anything, my tribal chief. And it ended. And it was really good. It really hypes you up for war games, because it's it now opens up a lot of things. Because Punk also said that after war games, if you want to revisit this conversation, you know this kind of opens up another portal, you know for a CM Punk and Roman Reigns match in the future. What is the favor that Punk wants? I mean, if you realistically think about it, it can be one thing that the Namaste Wrestling Twitter account mentioned, that leave the bloodline and come to me. That can be it. Second thing, it can be that politicking, Heyman can politic like Roman, like he did for Roman to get Punk a world title match against Gunther or against Cody. But that will kind of like turn his character a little bit like heelish. So I don't really know where they're going with this for in the future, but that's a good thing. It shouldn't be too predictable, which is kind of like, Triple H's, one flaw that he has first, that he, you know, has very long storylines, and second that, it's very obvious. It's not bad, but it's obvious. Sometimes you need a little kind of excitement, a little bit of, not knowing what's going to happen next. I think it was really good what we're going to see. I think the Jacob Fatu versus Jey Uso main event match, I think, was good in a way that if you look at it, like, Jacob has not had a singles match and he has been here for like months, so from that perspective, not that a great match, but showcasing Jacob's strengths, like as a character, what he can do in the ring, as a wrestler, what he can do in the ring. Like, Jay was a perfect proponent for that because he was the, underdog baby face, trying to go against the big strong heel, and I think it, actually showed Jacob's strengths more. This is why I think when he eventually faces Sami Zayn, Jacob Fatu, it will, put him in a bigger light in the future. And I think it was really good. They had a couple of good spots. I don't know how to, what the actual term is. He swantoned himself, Jacob swantoned himself into the ropes and then hit a moonsault. He had a good Samoan drop also on the table for Jey Uso, and then his finisher. The distance that guy gets, the athleticism. He shouldn't be able to do that move. Like, looking at his size, he shouldn't be able to do that move, but he does, and he wins clean, and the new bloodline gets the advantage. I and yeah, that was perfectly serviceable main event. And I think the match of the night probably was the. And one more thing I forgot to mention, like Champa, like like it feels like Champa is like a random wrestler trying to play a heel rather than Champa having a unique identity as a heel, which it kind of works right now. But when he fully turns heel, I need that, Goldie, that NXT like Champa, that unique heel. We need that, and I think it was basically, Johnny, pick a side. If things don't happen your way, then I'm gonna take matters into my hands, and that was that. So that's what's gonna happen next week. And I think the the best match and the match that I recommend that everyone watches is the United States Championship Women's Championship Tournament triple threat match between Piper Niven, Lash Legend, and Michin, which happened. I think it was really good. Michin had new gear, I think. No, I don't. It's old gear. Maybe I think it's because the way she, ties her hair. I got confused. But Lash Legend, like, she's big. She looks good. She has the good music. She has the metaphor gimmick. Like, she's made for the main roster. Like, and she has that factor that she, along with, her other metaphor mates, will quickly get over on the main roster if Triple H just wins them and takes away all the cool things about them. Like, like what Hitro kind of faced when they got to the main roster. So I think and Piper Niven, like, she and Chelsea are such a fun pair. Like, I can see whenever Triple H decides to push Piper Niven, like, when he decided to push Bronson Reed, like, she can be the female Bronson Reed of the female roster. Like, I think she has that ability. Like, this was a really good match. I will recommend everyone to watch it. Like, in the end, like, Lash hits a finisher, but Michin, hits the senton, which I think barely hit Lash, and and pins Piper Niven to for their advance. And looking at the the tournament brackets, I think Tiffany is not going to cash in because then it doesn't work. I don't think it works that way. And I think they can be. I think I don't see Naomi also turning heel. I see there's some miscommunication or tensions, which happens, which kind of cost them the match. But I don't see Naomi turning heel right now. Maybe Naomi turns heel when the semi-final matches happen, or she turns heel in the finals against Bailey, or after the match against Bailey. That's what's gonna happen. That's what I think. Overall, a really good show. Like a 4 out of 5 show overall. Like I will recommend all the matches. Like probably the Shinsuke Andrade one the least, but the matches on the show. They're all matches that if you go and watch, you'll have a fun time. So so this was the SmackDown review, my first SmackDown review. So if you like the video, if you like the content, please like the video, share and subscribe. If you don't, share it with those who do. I have my UPI number in the description. So please donate because I want to be self-sufficient, because I want to make YouTube a career for me. And please, I have my Insta and Twitter accounts also in the description, so please follow me. I'm excited for war games, and whenever I watch war games, I will watch it tomorrow. As I finish watching war games, I will upload my review tomorrow. So thank you, goodbye, Alvida.